Well, thank you, Chamberlain. I have with me in the studio Mr. Jimo Moshood, who is the Force PRO. I believe that's the title. Is the police spokesperson, I think I will do. Welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Nigerians.
Well, you've heard the accusations. I mean, we saw the situation in Ile-Ife. The clash happened, it was seen between a man and a woman, a quarrel that escalated into something that eventually turned a communal clash. The police has intervened, but the police has been accused of being one-sided in how it has intervened. How do you respond?
Thank you so much. I want to start by saying that it would be wrong for anybody to make a blanket accusation against the police. It's a disservice to the effort of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Prime Putu Idris, in intervening promptly in the crisis that erupted in Ile-Ife. Mind you, Nigerians, the people particularly, the people of Ife, have been living together in peace. And these are people that were born and brought up there, and they know each other too well. And when this crisis erupted, it was because of altercation and assault on a woman. And the matter was the Osun State Police Command promptly intervened in the matter.
Perhaps it'll be important for us to also get the perspective of the police. What was the story that the police was fed in this? What was the finding of the police in its investigation in terms of how the crisis started?
That's what I'm starting with. Investigation starts from complaint. We received the complaint on the 7th, and they promptly intervened that there's a traditional ruler called Olumilua or something like that. Somebody who is like a clan head, somebody that's in charge of an area, leading talks to attack the Hausa community. And the area commander, the deputy commissioner of police in charge of Osun State, swiftly moved in, and it was.
Why did he do that? Why would he want to do that?
No. Let me just land. So he moved in to look at the situations, and the people were taken to the police station. Statements were recorded, and the case of condolently to breach of the peace was initiated and was being investigated. So as the case was going on the 8th, to be precise, the crisis erupted. People have been attacked. We go to people's houses, have been burned. I think maybe you allow me to.
Mr. Moshood, I want you to go back a little. You said the police received a complaint that a certain Oba, Oba of a local area, was going to move with thugs to attack.
No, moved in with thugs to attack.
He already moved in with thugs
to attack, because mind you, he is equally a chairman of road transport associations around that area. So when he moved in, because he felt the wife was assaulted a day before that period, the police intervened to ensure that matter is properly investigated, and that is why a case of condolently to cause breach of the peace was incidented and was being investigated. So subsequently.
So let's get this. I'm sorry, we're moving a little too fast for our viewers.
Okay.
You said that the Oba was moved in with thugs because his wife was assaulted a day before.
Yep.
Did the police find that to be true?
It was investigated, and it was found that to be true. That he moved in talks, and others like Eluwole, alias what they call it, there's another Eluwole who was equally involved, who is the vice chairman of the transport union around that area, mobilized thugs.
So it was true that the Oba moved in thugs?
They mobilized
thugs. Did they also find that the Oba's wife was assaulted?
Yes, it was equally found out that because of the assault on the wife a previous day before the complaint was laid.
So that was verified as well?
Yes, that was verified, and that's the start of the crisis. And we want people to know that when the crisis started, police moved in immediately, and we moved in to resolve them and initiated the complaint, and investigation was launched into the complaint. Subsequently, when the crisis erupted and people started entering houses, burning property, killing people, according to our records, 96 people were injured, 81 were treated and discharged, and 15 were still hospitalized as at the time we did the parade of the suspect, and 46 people were killed in this process. And it is the duty of the police to actually find out, go deep down, to know who did the killings, who are responsible. And in investigation of crime, mostly 80% of resolution lie at the scene of crime. And the Osun State police command started the investigation. In fact, the ACCID in Osun State is a Yoruba man. I may not be able to mention his name because of his protection. He's a Yoruba man. The Commissioner of Police in Osun State is equally a Yoruba man, and he's well known. CP Fimi Adoye is the Commissioner of Police in Osun State. So as the investigation was going on, when this crisis moved, the Inspector General of Police promptly deployed Special Intervention Force from the Force Headquarters, headed by a Commissioner of Police in charge of Police Mobile Force. This intervention was very, very swift in ensuring that within 2 days, the arrowhead was arrested. And that goes a long way to stem the possibility of reprisal attack in other parts of the country. Because we have to be mindful that we are all Nigerian, and every Nigerian has the right to live anywhere across the country. And these are people that have been very long time they've been living there. Some of them were born and brought up there, like I've said earlier on. So we encourage people to live harmoniously. But where you now take up arms, you take up weapons and start attacking your fellow Nigerian, it's quite unfortunate. The IGP has said, there must be an end to impunity. Impunity will not be tolerated. If anybody or any group is doing it under any crisis and they are going scot-free in the past, they will never go scot-free again. And that is the reason why the people who are arrested at the end of the in the course of the investigation, 38 people were arrested because the investigation is still ongoing. And these 38 people that were arrested, they were brought into Abuja for more thorough and discreet investigation. We don't want a situation whereby you see people arrested at the scene of crime. And 18 were found not culpable because actually some of them were arrested at the scene of the incident, but there was no any other evidence to link them to the commission of the crime. So they were released. And among these 18 that were released, there were Yoruba among them, and there are equally Hausa among them. We run away from saying this is not an ethnic clash. It wasn't. These are people that are living together in the same area, the same community, doing business and everything together. And we're all Nigerian. So our intervention was very prompt, and we ensured that, including the northern states, the effort of the police were equally circulated in local language for people to know that we have intervened and the situation is under control. And since the arrest of these people and their investigation, everything has returned to normal. We appreciated the effort of Osun State government and women Nigerians, including the Oni of Ife, for the prompt intervention. You know, if you look at situation in Ife, we don't take things for granted.
Let us ask now. What precisely is the extraction of those who were arrested? You said that you let go 18 people who were found not culpable. At the end of the day, did you find that only a group of people were culpable?
Yes, we found 20 culpable for prosecution. And when I was doing the press briefing, when I did the parade, for every person that was paraded, we stated the role they have played. They were 20 in number. It would be difficult for me to start reading out the offenses of 20 people here. But for the different roles they were played, including those that were arrested, being in possession of looted property. Because commission of crime is, you have to investigate it in totality. If anybody play a role at the beginning, or play a role at the middle, or play a role at the end, all of them are culpable. And it is very good to make it abundantly clear for people who are watching us and the associations that are making the allegation that if people from even your track up are living together in peace, people should not stay in Lagos or stay anywhere across the country and start farming the amber of disunity. They have found themselves to be brothers and sisters, and they are living together. And I equally want to let people know that up to this moment I entered the studio for this interview, there's no any Yoruba man that have reported to the police anywhere across the state that whether his son, his daughter, his wife, his relative was either killed or missing in the entire process. None. Even in the destruction of properties, there's no any report that we made. So you can draw an inference from there, but it shouldn't be on us that will now bring uncertainty, alert uncertainty that can lead to other problems within Ife. So it is important for people to know that they have responsibility as well-meaning association that were recognized not only within Nigeria but across the world to ensure that there's peace and sanity anywhere we are, that every Nigerian should have that sense of responsibility and protection by the police. So if they are trying to cast aspersion on the investigation of the police, then it's unfortunate. And the court is the end result. Anybody that has been arrested by the police would definitely be taken to court. So at the level of court, they can seek legal remedy to assist whosoever they want to assist in court.
So we'll have to stop you at that point and go to Lagos now, where we also have a guest in the studio there.
Well, yes, indeed. We've got Mr. Biodun Shomi, who is a member of the media committee of Afenifere. Thank you for coming on this morning.
It's my pleasure.
Well, Afenifere have been quoted several times of casting aspersions on the investigation of the police, as the commissioner did say, for those who may be doing that, that's unfortunate. What is the perspective of Afenifere at the moment?
Yeah, it's quite very clear what happened at Ife. He was right to say that an Hausa man attacked a Yoruba woman who eventually, the husband got involved. But from the account, what is missing is that somebody's head was cut off and then paraded on a trolley, in Ife. And that was what actually enraged people and caused the spontaneous reaction, which led to clashes between the Hausa community and the Yoruba community.
Do you think the police is aware of that particular fact?
The police are quite very, very, very aware of that incident. One can reasonably, ask why did they transfer the case away from Osun down to Abuja? That in the process of that transfer, that little bit, very important bit of information got lost when the situation got to Abuja, and consequently the police themselves arrested 38. What the police is not admitting is that they screened out